All right, the court is calling 2021 CR 2745, State of Texas versus Davis Alexander Villegas. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state,
Michelle Hayden for the state.
for the defense?
Attorney Bill Simmons for defense.
Are you Mr. Villegas?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm Mr. Villegas.
All right, we're proceeding by video because of the pandemic. Any objections from the state?
No, Your Honor.
Any objections from the defense?
No objection.
Next, I'm showing you what's entitled Application for Community Supervision. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Villegas, I'm showing you what's entitled True Bill of Indictment. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
No, Your Honor. We're proceeding on the lesser included offense of assault, bodily injury, married cohabitating.
Any objections?
No objection.
Did you understand the state is proceeding on the lesser included offense of assault, bodily injury, married or cohabitation? That's a Class A misdemeanor. The range of punishment is anywhere up to 1 year in the Bexar County Jail and up to a $4,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Showing you the plea bargain page. Did you review that page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
According to the plea bargain agreement, the state is proceeding on the lesser included offense of assault, bodily injury, married or cohabitation. They're asking that your punishment be assessed at 1 year in the Bexar County Jail. There's a $750 fine. State recommends probation. There's an affirmative finding of family violence, $100 to an approved family violence center, BIPP. No contact with Hannah, HANNAH, Barnes, BARNES, and no firearm possession. Did you understand that to be the plea bargain agreement, Mr. Villegas?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, next I'm showing you outside the plea bargain agreement. The state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 1 year, and there be 80 hours community service restitution. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, ma'am.
Into the offense of assault, bodily injury, married cohabitation, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty and the court will find you guilty. Are we proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Your Honor, we just pray the court follow the plea agreement that we've reached with the state judge.
All right, Mr. Villegas, do you have any children with Hannah Barnes?
No, Your Honor, I do not have no children and no communication with Hannah Barnes.
Well, I mean, of course not. You're at the Bexar County Jail right now. So this is what I want to let you know. She does not want you in her life anymore. Your relationship with her is over. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor, I understand it.
And what's with all these tattoos?
My
Tell
tattoos.
the truth. As I
my
tell
tat-
people, shame the
Okay.
devil, tell the truth.
Yes, ma'am. I will tell you honestly that I've been incarcerated since I was young. I lived a past life that I have tattoos that represent my life and the life I've lived. I no longer want to be
What does that mean? The life you've lived
the life I lived. The life
is,
is as a convict, a convicted criminal, but I no longer want to.
nope, there's more that those tattoos mean.
Ma'am, it's only a meaning of my life. I do not want to get judged by my tattoos, and I do not want to get
I'm
sued.
not judging you by your tattoos, but I'm telling you right now, if there's gang membership, which I
No,
believe
ma'am.
there is, you're going to be supervised by the gang division. So let's start over. I'm not judging you by your past, but if you are a gang member or former gang member, that limits some programs that I'm allowed to put you in. So you need to tell me the truth now.
I'm not a gang member. I used to be a gang member, but I've let that life go a long time ago. While I've been in the county jail, ma'am, I lost my dad. I'm trying
Okay,
to
so
save
what
the
gang
estate.
member were you formerly a member of?
Tango Orejon.
All right. So here's the thing. People will tell me all the time that they've changed. You were here and you did not show up for a plea on March 29th. So that tells me that you're still doing whatever you're doing. Because you had an agreement to appear on March 29th and you did not. That is why you're in custody. Now, this is what I tell people when they're going on in probation out of this court. Do not be dishonest with me, because guess what? I'm giving you conditions based upon what you're telling me. Now, I already know your gang membership based upon your tattoos. You can say that you no longer do that, that's fine. But do not come to me being dishonest, because at this point in time, the state is offering you probation. That's what you've bargained for. So I need to give you conditions so that you can be a better person and improve yourself. Now, whether or not you want to improve yourself, that's completely up to you. People do certain things while they're in custody. Usually they say they find Jesus. Some people actually do find Jesus and they better their lives. Some people just say that because they figure out, that's what I need to say. But I'm telling you right now, I'm going to give you conditions while you're on probation. You need to follow them. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor, I understand your conditions.
And one of them is Hannah Barnes doesn't want any relationship with you anymore. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor, I understand that.
Are you employed?
No, ma'am, at this time, I am currently sitting in the Bexar County Jail, but I am employed at Font's Tire Shop when I get out. Font's Tire Shop.
Do you have any children?
Yes, ma'am.
What are
I'm
their
fighting-
ages?
9 and 10. I'm fighting well, I just got served yesterday for the kids were taken away from their mother. And that's why I'm really trying to get out. I'm trying to save my dad's estate at the same time. So, ma'am, when I'm telling you that I appreciate you giving me a second chance at life, I really do appreciate it. And I will show you that, you know what, that a person is not defined by what they've done before. It's about the person that they can become.
Well, let me just tell you something about people saying they're not defined before by their past. Your criminal history and what you've done in your past is like a credit report. So with your criminal history, if your criminal history were a credit report, nobody will finance anything for you. So right now, your trust level is at a negative, not even at 0, it's a negative. So you're going to have to start proving yourself. And do not go into your 7-year-old's and 10-year-old's life causing disruption, because up to this point, you have not been a father to them. Biologically, you're their father, but in essence, you have not been a father to them. You've been in prison, you've been doing your gang thing, which is fine. That's who you want to be. But don't bring that to your children's doorstep. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor, I totally understand it.
All right, I'm going to sentence you to a $750 fine. That'll be probated. 1 year in the Bexar County Jail, suspended and probated for 2 years. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. $100 to a family violence center. The BIPP course. No contact with Hannah Barnes. I'm going to want the UA hotline. No firearm possession. CPS compliance. Parenting classes with Compadre y Compadre.
Thank you, Your Honor.
80 hours of community service restitution. That will not be waived. Who are you going to be living with?
Myself.
All right, there's to be regular reporting by Zoom. There's to be no unsupervised contact with minors.
Is that my children?
Yes,
Your Honor,
And-
Yes.
And what,
on the specific agreement, I believe the agreement was for 1 year. So is the court saying that they're giving him two years of probation? I believe the agreement was for 1 year of probation, Judge.
No, that's outside your agreement, but he's going to be on probation for 2 years.
Mr. Villegas, do you understand that the court has decided to do the 2 years? Do you still want to move forward with that, Mr. Villegas?
Mr. Simmons, can we speak in the breakout room?
No, here's the thing, Mr. Villegas, that 1 year is outside your plea bargain agreement, so you're moving forward. So there's going to be proof of employment within 15 days of release. There's to be no employment with minors or as a home healthcare provider. I'm going to want field visits 3 times per month, random, and there's going to be gang supervision. Rebecca, is there anything else that he needs? I'm going to order the gang supervision. Rebecca, is there anything else that he needs?
No, ma'am.
We can go off the record. And Mr. Villegas, you probably should focus on your relationship with your children and not proceed in any adult relationships because you're not ready for that. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Your Honor, for the advice.
Well, I mean, I'm giving advice, but whether you take it or not, that's completely up to you. You should, but we'll see what happens. 21 CR 2745, State of Texas versus Davis Alexander Villegas. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Travis Banks in the state of Texas.
Defense?
Raymond Bell for the defense.
All right. And are you Davis Alexander Villegas?
That's me, ma'am.
I'm going to show you what's entitled motion to revoke community supervision and states motion to supplement pending motion to revoke probation. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
My attorney, yes, he showed it to me.
All right. Are you the same Davis Alexander Villegas who was placed on community supervision in 2021 CR 2745 for the offense of assault, bodily injury, married cohabitation on April 11, 2022 for a term of 2 years? Is that you?
Correct.
All right, state.
Related condition number 2, honor about and this is from the first motion to revoke.
Okay.
Honor about the 31st day of March, 2023 in Bexar County, Texas, the defendant Davis Alexander Villegas, defendant there, failed to submit to drug testing as directed by the court officer, supervision officer, or a duly authorized agent of the court in violation of condition number 2.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
Be true.
All right, state.
The state will waive and abandon the other violations.
Any objections?
Objection, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 2, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to $4,000 fine and up to 1 year in the Bexar County Jail? Did you understand?
That's correct.
No, did
Yes,
you
Your Honor.
understand?
Yes, Your Honor. I
Knowing
understand.
that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 2?
That's correct, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right, the court will find violation of condition number 2 true. Is there an agreement?
Somewhat, Your Honor. I think the agreement is that he be revoked. The state is asking the court to sentence him to 1 year in the Bexar County Jail. And I'll let defense.
All right,
And
defense.
Judge, that's correct. We're just asking the court consider sentencing him, performing the sentence to 6 months. Mr. Villegas makes no excuses for what he did, made a choice, quite frankly. He missed and then he got scared and chose not to keep coming back in. He's had a lot of time to think about it, Judge. He's been sitting in jail now for about 61 days, 62 days. And he's determined, given his circumstances, that it's best to grant the motion at this point and assess some jail time. He would just ask the court consider reforming the sentence to the 6 months as opposed to the year.
All right, anything you wish to say, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Can you
Just-
raise your right hand?
Right hand.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
David Villegas.
Yes, what would you like to say?
I would like to say thank you for the offer of probation. I did relapse on alcohol, and which gave me I'm gonna be truthfully and honest with you. And that's the reason why I didn't go report. I was going through a little bit of difficulty in life, and my choice was to look for a way out with drinking, and that was my choice, which led to I didn't report. So I just wanted to be honest with the court. You know what? So after this,
I'm able to go back to living my regular life and able to work and be a, positive, productive member of society.
But you cannot go back to living your regular life because your regular life is gang affiliation and it's drugs. And from when I first, my mind is a steel trap. When I first sentenced you, from that day to now, you are looking a little bit worse for wear because you've lost more weight and you're using more than just alcohol.
That's correct, ma'am. I did relapse on methamphetamine. I'm.
Well, no, I mean, you just threw out alcohol. You didn't say anything about meth. So you have an issue. All right.
Okay.
So I'm going to give you a choice. Here are your choices. Let me see how long you've been on.
About 2 years, Judge.
All right. I can continue you and send you to SATA. But I'm not sure. Vashawn, will SATA take him for gang affiliation?
No problem, Judge.
Is there any place else that would take him? Because he's on misdemeanor probation and he only has about a year remaining. Yeah, we can't extend him. That's a problem. Will ISF take him? All right. So you have a choice, and this is your choice. One, if you truly want help with your drug problem, then I will send you to state ISF. I will continue you. Or two, I will sentence you in the Bexar County Jail to 1 year. Either way, your time is going to pass. So which would you prefer?
I prefer to get help, ma'am.
Okay. Mr. Villegas, Lifetime Recovery will accept you into their inpatient treatment program. So you have a choice. I can sentence you to 1 year in the Bexar County Jail, or I can send you to Lifetime. Which would you prefer?
Oh, what's the wait on the lifetime, ma'am?
What's the wait?
I'll
Up to
take-
2 weeks.
I'll take recovery, man.
All right. See, here's the thing. When people say, what's the wait time? Then that makes me wonder if you're really prepared for recovery. Because if you're really prepared for recovery, the wait time can be whatever the wait time will be. So are you sure this is something you wish to do?
Your Honor, yes. Thank you for giving me the opportunity.
All right. So I'll deny the motion, alternate amend conditions to include lifetime recovery, defendant is to remain in custody until transported to Lifetime. And I'm going to want a GPS on him. I know they do GPS at Lifetime Recovery. So we're going to do full GPS.
Would the court consider waiving fees, Judge? I'm court appointed, and I don't think he's got.
Oh, I'll ask that fees be waived or deferred.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right, is there anything else?
Nothing further from the state here.
Probation is, oh, I'm sorry,
No, from the bench. Your Honor.
probation. Is there anything else he needs? We'll do the UA hotline until further notice. Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
To tell you the truth, I would just like to take whatever is offered within like parenting classes
Oh, I've already ordered that.
or I just want to get my life back on track, man.
Okay. All right, we can go off the record. Lifetime Recovery is going to accept you. Do not bring that gang nonsense to their doorstep. Do you understand?
I understand you.
And if there is any type of issue that occurs where you're bringing drugs to Lifetime Recovery, we're going to have an issue. Do you understand?
I understand you.
All right. All right, good luck
Thank
to you.
Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
All right, this is family violence. Motion to revoke,
There's only a single allegation.
and you're over here.
Thanks, Judge.
You're welcome. Court is calling 2021 CR 2745, State of Texas versus Davis Alexander Villegas. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Travis Banks, the state of Texas.
Defense,
Pat Montgomery for the defense.
are you Davis Alexander Villegas?
Yes, Your Honor.
Going to show you what's entitled motion to revoke community supervision. Did you review that with your attorney?
Yes, Your
Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you the same Davis Alexander Villegas who was placed on community supervision in 2021 CR 2745 for the offense of assault, bodily injury, married cohabitation on April 11, 2022 for a term of 2 years? Is that you?
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
State?
Violate condition number 42 on or about the 18th day of August 2023 in Bear County, Texas. The defendant Davis Alexander Villegas, defendant there failed to participate in the Lifetime Recovery Treatment Program in violation of condition number 42.
How do you plead to that, true or not true? Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 42, the court could find it true, grant the motion, sentence you up to 1 year in the Bear County Jail, up to a $750 fine? Did you understand?
I understand, Your Honor.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition 42?
It's to be true.
Court will find violation of condition number 42 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There's no agreement between the state and defense. The state is recommending the underlying sentence be imposed.
All right, defense, what are you requesting?
Your Honor, if the underlying sentence is to be imposed, Mr. Villegas has 106 days credit. In this case, he was a fugitive. He walked away from lifetime recovery. He did so in the midst of a severe panic attack. In fact, his psychiatric issues are well known and well documented. His family was at wit's end. They'd done everything they could to support him. They had a bit of an intervention. Three of them are here today, and by proffer, I tell you this. They had a bit of an intervention, and they told Mr. Villegas, we will help you. We will come back into your life and back you up every darned way we can, but we're not going to do it as long as you have a warrant. They put him in an Uber, and the man drove an Uber to Bear County Jail and turned himself in. Decided to put himself on the right track. Judge, when he left lifetime recovery in his panic attack, he had genuine subjective fears for his safety and his mental condition. He was at the tail end of a methamphetamine spiral. He went directly to the Center for Healthcare Services Crisis Center. They couldn't take him because he couldn't prove who he was. He had no ID. He went to Laurel Ridge. They couldn't take him because he didn't have proof who he was. He had no ID. Judge, since he's been on probation, he's taken the BIP class, which was I think the court told him it was probably one of the most important parts of probation. He's had some reports. He's had some negative UAs. He's had some missed UAs. He's had a prior motion to revoke. What Mr. Villegas and his family are asking you to do is revoke the probation. Consider the fact that he has 106 days in and satisfy the judgment, allowing them to get him into the private medical community instead of being treated through, as probation recommends, the dual diagnosis residential facility. To that end, the last thing I'd tell you is by way of allocution, my client, who is not, I won't say he's not well-spoken, but he's not a lawyer. He, rather than stammer to the court, he's written, and I've already given to the prosecutor his story. I'd ask.
No objection.
Right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So did he successfully complete the BIP course?
I'm told that he did. I would invite verification from probation.
Probation on David Villegas. Can you tell me whether or not he completed the BIP course?
Yes, ma'am.
The state has the court summary and it might,
Your Honor, according to the court summary there, it does say that he completed it. I guess it's different tracks and there's multiple completion dates.
All righty. And has there been any violation of this no harmful contact with Hannah Barnes?
again, Your Honor, so far as I know, no.
There's no allegation of that, Your Honor.
All right, you want to call one of his relatives to testify?
Sure. Have a hand going up. Of the three of them, one has volunteered.
All right, you'll need to step over there. So. Good afternoon. Can you state your name, please?
My name is Amanda Villegas.
All right, Ms. Villegas, can you raise your right hand for me? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
All right, you can lower your hand. What is your relationship to Davis?
I'm his older sister.
So counsel has informed the court about you all placing him in an Uber.
Yes, ma'am.
What's been going on with him?
I think there's just been a lot of grief since my dad passed away. It's been hard. And I think the lack of support at the time that we had, it was just me and my brother. And so I think now that we have a lot more community around us, my mom's in our life again, and she has a wonderful husband. And that alone has helped my brother so much in wanting to be a better father and to be a better brother and better son and to make my dad proud.
All right. So with regards to this case,
Mhm.
what is the plan with Davis?
So we, as a family, we live together. Our goal is to help him either get his GED, to help him find a job so he can be a productive member of society. We do want to see him get some therapy so that way he can deal with the issues that he's had that have been, affecting him in his life.
All right, when you say we live together, does that mean that he is living with you all?
That is correct.
Right, and who's all in the household?
It's me, my mom, and her husband.
Any children in the household?
No, ma'am,
Do you know what's happening with Hannah Barnes?
no, I do not.
Counsel, any questions?
Tell the judge who else is here with you,
Yeah, my mom and her husband are here with me today.
the folks we've been talking
Hi,
about.
okay.
Just so you know. And by proffer, they were from pretty much the same thing.
All right, so if he's not taking his medications, what is the plan?
Honestly, Judge, I'm a big advocate for just helping keep his mind, body and soul right. We go when we work out, we try to do things like eat right, we spend time with our family, and I think those things alone do help in helping with, his issues.
Right,
Mhm.
so any further questions, defense?
Nothing from me, Judge.
State any questions?
No
All
questions, Your Honor.
right, thank you for
Sorry.
coming down. All right,
I believe that you would hear the same thing from the defendant's mother, perhaps more teary-eyed.
Okay.
And I don't think it would benefit the court.
all right.
It has been confirmed he did.
Right. So based upon the length of time you've been on probation, the court is going to grant the motion to revoke. So you are going to be revoked. The only question is how much time do I give you? When I look at probation cases, I want to know, one, did you complete any conditions? Two, have you picked up any new cases? Three, have you not harmed a complainant? And the fact that in here it says no harmful or injurious contact with Hannah Barnes. Let me see if I ordered something different. Yeah, I ordered a no contact with her. So can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? All right, you can lower your hand. State your name for the record.
Davis Alexander Villegas,
All right, when's the last time you seen Hannah Barnes?
over 2 years ago.
So there's no plan to continue to be with her?
No, ma'am, I haven't seen her in over 2 years.
All right, who's at the gate? Oh, that's his client, sorry. All right, and how much time do you have in at the jail?
I
I think they told me 106 days, Judge. I know it was over 100. I don't remember if it was 106 or 108 because my mind became foggy.
Well, part of sentencing, part of it is punishment. You understand? All right, this is what the court is going to do. Court is finding violation of condition number 42 true. Court will revoke. There's an affirmative finding of family violence, give you credit for any time served, and the court will sentence you to 110 days in the Bexar County Jail. Going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes, John.
You have a limited right to appeal. That right to appeal is asked to the allegations in the motion, not the fact that you are on probation. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because this is an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And I know they give them 2 for 1.
I thought that since he's wearing orange, that's going to be the case.
So you'll probably be out sometime later today.
Your Honor.
So it'll probably be midnight. You know how we're off the record. You know how the jail is. So it'll probably be midnight.
I'll make sure everybody's on standby. May we be excused, Your Honor?
Yes, you may be excused. You're going to have to do better.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Good luck to you. Okay.
Yeah.
Take care of yourself, Judge.